Welcome to History Unlock. Today we journey to an island nation where tradition meets technology, a land of samurai emperors and rising suns. This is the complete history of Japan. From the myths of the Sun Goddess Amaterasu to the rise of powerful samurai clans, from the isolation of the Edo period to the global power of modern Japan, this is the story of a nation that rose and conquered the future, without losing its soul. Stay with us as we unlock every era, from the age of the samurai to the atomic dawn and beyond, because this is not just history, it's the spirit of Japan. Subscribe to History Unlock. Your one like means a lot. As we delve deeper into Japan's past, we'll explore the fierce loyalty of the samurai who upheld a code of honor in battle and in life, and how this ethos shaped the culture. We'll witness the evolution of Japan from feudalism to imperialism, showcasing how each era contributed to the rich tapestry of its identity. Long before emperors and warriors, Japan's story begins in myth. According to legend, the islands were created by the gods Izanagi and Izanami, and their descendant, the Sun Goddess Amaterasu, gave rise to Japan's first emperor. This divine connection made the Japanese imperial line one of the oldest continuous monarchies in the world. By the Yayoi period, 300 BCE, 300 CE, rice farming, metal tools, and clan rules shaped society. Then came Queen Himiko of Yamatai, a mysterious ruler who united much of ancient Japan. These early centuries set the spiritual and political roots of a nation destined for greatness. As her legend grew, so did the influence of the Japanese monarchy, weaving together the threads of mythology and history to shape an enduring cultural identity. The myths of gods and goddesses forged a profound connection to the land, inspiring generations to honor their ancestors and uphold the legacy of a united nation. Between the 8th and 12th centuries, Japan entered its classical age. The Heian period saw Kyoto emerge as the cultural heart. Poetry, art, and Buddhism flourished. But behind the beauty, powerful families, especially the Taira and Minamoto clans, fought for dominance. This struggle ended with the Genpei War, where the Minamoto triumphed, founding the Kamakura Shogunate, Japan's first military government. Here began the age of the samurai, warriors who lived by the code of Bushido loyalty and honor. The emperor became a symbol while the shogun ruled, the true power behind Japan's throne. During this time, the samurai not only dedicated themselves to the art of warfare, but also embraced culture and wisdom. The legacy of this era would shape Japan's identity for centuries to come, as the principles of the samurai became ingrained in the nation's culture. Through their unwavering adherence to the code of Bushido, the samurai not only defined their own lives, but also left an indelible mark on Japanese society. This devotion to honor and family would resonate through generations, solidifying the samurai's role as both warriors and protectors of their legacy. In the 13th century, Japan faced a terrifying threat: the Mongol Empire. Kublai Khan demanded Japan's surrender. When they refused, he sent massive fleets in 1274 and 1281. Japan's samurai fought bravely, but what truly saved them was the kamikaze, the divine wind, typhoons that destroyed the Mongol fleets. This victory reinforced Japan's belief in divine protection and strengthened national pride. However, the wars also weakened the shogunate economically, leading to unrest and power struggles that would soon change Japan forever. The legacy of these invasions would echo through history, shaping the future of Japan in ways that were yet to be revealed. In the centuries that followed, Japan would transform, influenced by the resilience shown during these dark times, as new leaders emerged to guide the nation forward. Out of the shadows of conflict, new alliances and strategies would arise, forever altering the course of Japan's history. With resilience as their guide, the people of Japan would embrace peace and prosperity, weaving a future enriched by the trials they had endured. By the 15th century, Japan plunged into chaos, the Sengoku Jidai, or Age of Warring States. Powerful warlords called daimyo battled for control, and samurai clans fought across the country. But from the chaos rose three unifiers: Oda Nobunaga, who began Japan's reunification; Toyotomi Hideyoshi, who consolidated it; and Tokugawa Ieyasu, who finally brought lasting peace. In 1603, Ieyasu established the Tokugawa Shogunate, ushering in over 250 years of stability. The Edo Period. For the first time in centuries, Japan stood united under one rule. As the Edo period progressed, culture, trade, and art flourished, marking a significant transformation in Japanese society. The era became known for its rich cultural developments as literature, theatre, and the arts flourished like never before. Amidst the stability, the arts captivated the hearts of the people, fostering a deep appreciation for tradition and beauty. Nature and family became central themes, inspiring countless works of art and literature that celebrated the simplicity and beauty of everyday life. Under the Tokugawa shoguns, Japan closed its borders to the world, a policy called sakoku. For more than 2 centuries, almost no foreigners were allowed in, and Japanese couldn't leave. Yet inside its borders, Japan thrived. Agriculture, art, and literature blossomed. Samurai became bureaucrats, merchants gained wealth, and cities like Edo, Tokyo, became cultural centers. But beneath the peace, pressure was building. The world was changing, and Japan could not stay isolated forever. In the shadows of isolation, a thirst for knowledge and understanding began to grow. Voices of change began to emerge, challenging the status quo and dreaming of a new path forward. As the winds of change blew closer, the delicate balance of peace began to tremble, opening doors to new possibilities. The hearts of the people beat with anticipation and trepidation as the outside world beckoned them toward an uncertain future. In the face of transformation, a new generation rose to challenge the old ways, igniting a movement that would redefine Japan's destiny. As voices grew louder and hearts united, the call for reform resonated throughout the land, signaling the dawn of a new era. In 1853, American warships led by Commodore Matthew Perry arrived in Japan. Their cannons demanded trade and diplomacy, and the shogunate had no choice but to comply. This event shattered 250 years of isolation. The Tokugawa regime collapsed, and the Meiji Restoration began, restoring power to the emperor and modernizing the nation at lightning speed. Railways, factories, schools. Japan transformed from a feudal society into an industrial power in just decades. The Meiji era, 1868 to 1912, was Japan's Great Awakening. As Western influences permeated the culture, Japan blended tradition with modernization, setting the stage for its emergence as a global power. Amidst this transformation, Japan embraced education and innovation, preparing to take its place on the world stage. With a modern navy and active diplomacy, Japan began to assert itself internationally, signaling its readiness to engage with the world. Cultural fusion blossomed as Japan integrated foreign influences while proudly preserving its rich heritage. By the early 20th century, Japan sought to prove its strength on the global stage. It defeated China in 1895 and Russia in 1905, shocking the world. Japan became a colonial power, annexing Korea and expanding across Asia. But ambition turned to aggression. In the 1930s, Japan invaded Manchuria and later joined the Axis powers in World War II. By 1941, Japan attacked Pearl Harbor, drawing the United States into the war, a decision that would change everything. The attack on Pearl Harbor united the nation and propelled America into a grueling conflict. The ensuing battles would turn the tide of the war, marking the beginning of a prolonged struggle between the two nations. Families across America were affected as their loved ones fought bravely far from home, enduring unimaginable hardships. As the war escalated, the courage and sacrifice of soldiers on both sides defined the conflict, shaping the course of history. International alliances formed as nations united their efforts to defeat the aggression that had sparked the global conflict. World War II brought devastation. After years of fighting, Japan faced destruction as atomic bombs fell on Hiroshima and Nagasaki in August 1945. Over 200,000 lives were lost, and the world entered the nuclear age. Japan surrendered, ending its empire, but not its spirit. Under American occupation, Japan rebuilt from ashes, determined to rise again. With a newfound sense of purpose, the people of Japan embraced change, focusing on education and innovation. The scars of war slowly transformed into a commitment to peace and progress, leading to an economic miracle. Years later, Japan emerged as a global leader, embracing technology and culture while remembering the lessons of the past. The nation not only healed, but flourished, turning its grief into a powerful narrative of resilience and hope. The Tokyo Olympics in 1964 served as a symbol of Japan's revival, bringing together nations through sport and camaraderie. Art flourished, reflecting a deep-seated commitment to promoting peace and fostering connections across the globe. The post-war era was Japan's greatest transformation. Through hard work, technology, and innovation, Japan rose from ruin to become a global powerhouse. Companies like Sony, Toyota, and Panasonic symbolized a new age. By the 1980s, Japan stood as the world's second-largest economy, a symbol of discipline and progress. Even after economic challenges in the 1990s, Japan remained a leader in culture, technology, and resilience. The legacy of Japan's transformation continues to inspire future generations around the world. Japan's journey from the ashes of war to a beacon of innovation and tradition is truly remarkable. This remarkable transformation is not only a testament to resilience, but also a celebration of creativity and culture. Japan stands at the forefront of the world, continuing to innovate while honoring its rich heritage. The fusion of tradition and modernity creates a unique identity that captivates the world. Japan's ability to harmonize progress with its cultural roots paves the way for a hopeful future. As Japan continues to evolve, it remains a beacon of inspiration for nations striving for transformation. Today, Japan stands as a nation that perfectly blends ancient tradition with futuristic innovation. From temples and tea ceremonies to robotics and anime, it's a country where the past and future coexist. Its influence, from pop culture to technology, reaches every corner of the world. Through wars, disasters, and rebirth, Japan has proven one truth: the spirit of the rising sun never fades. Like, share, and subscribe to History Unlock, because your one like means a lot. Join us on this journey into the fascinating world where tradition meets the future. Explore the stories that shaped Japan and discover what lies ahead. Experience the blend of joyous tradition and exciting innovation that defines modern Japan. Celebrate the moments that connect generations while embracing the fast-paced future. Find harmony in the balance between nature and technology that defines the Japanese way of life. Witness the elegance of tradition and the excitement of the future coexisting in harmony. Discover the unique fusion of commerce that thrives in both traditional markets and modern industries. Experience the joy of learning and sharing traditions across generations while embracing new ideas.